بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين وصحبه الأخيار المنتجبين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. It's an honor to present before you today my thesis on the intricacies of simultaneous interpreting. But first of all, I want to thank Allah for granting me the will and interest to undertake this work, and the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. I also wanted to thank my parents, my mom and my dad. I'm really at a loss for words to express my feelings towards you. May Allah protect you forever. I want to thank my husband, my children and my brothers for their everlasting support. And of course, I want to thank a profound sense of gratitude and thanks go to my great supervisor, Dr. محمد for his steadfast commitment, constant advice, and perceptive comments. And my heartfelt thanks and gratitude also go to Dr. Abdالملك, the head of the English department, for his indelible support throughout. I also want to thank Dr. Bushra for being here. It's my great pleasure to meet you today. This research examines this is the title. And this research examines the complexity and the incomplete rendition in the simultaneous interpreting, as shown in some selected interpretation video clips and sessions. Simultaneous interpreting, or SI, the most complex language task because many processes take place at the same time. Simultaneous interpreting is now the most widely used process. Interpreters use a range of strategies to overcome challenges. An example of these challenges is how to deal with complex syntax, accent, cultural specificities, manage time constraints, and maintain coherence and accuracy. Certain aspects of natural speech are lost in the process, including phonotactic and prosodic features, which are so important, like intonation, stress, and rhythmic features. The main difficulties lie at the suprasegmental level and the paralinguistic elements. So many challenges arise in SI, including time lag, speed, tempo, hesitation, overlapping speech, restart, self-correction, complex phrases, idioms, cultural specificities, and the idiolectal features, felt passes, empty passes, technicality, mix-ups in grammatical constructions. In addition to the dependent variables like accuracy and the reaction time. Actually, I have seen it as important to examine simultaneous interpreting due to the fact that some syntactic, semantic, and pragmatic shifts are mandatory rather than optional. For example, the shift from passive to active monarchic, replacing very long grammatical sentences, the process of readjustment, and the repositioning of adjuncts. Omission is also a topic of dispute in SI. I wanted to explore whether interpreters are sensitive to the pragmatic aspect of omission, and whether they intend to use a deliberate omission in order to eliminate message redundancy, unnecessary information, and whether they are stick to the original despite repetitions, digressions, and unnecessary information contained in the speech. The findings and conclusions shed new light on the issue of omission. Chapter 2 presents a review of the related literature. In brief, a number of studies have been published, and there is no debate that comes to an end. Opinions on SI are a mix of personal experience, ideology, and tradition. Corpus-based approach relies on the use of large collections of authentic texts known as corpora, which are collected in an electronic format based on preset criteria. Corpus-based research on simultaneous interpreting also combines challenges inherent in spoken, comparable, and parallel corpora at various stages, including data accessibility, data collection, data transcription, data analysis, and extraction of the scientific conclusion. What distinguishes this study from the previous ones are the following. Number one, instead of focusing on the overall target language quality, it focuses on the impact of the intricacies on three aspects, namely information completion, the target language quality, and the fluency of delivery. Number two, it has a sufficient sample from a statistical point of view.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قراءة لجنة المناقشة والحكم رقم 414 لسنة 2024 اليوم يوم الخميس 11 من شهر جماد الثاني 1446 الموافق 12 من شهر ديسمبر 2024 اجتمعت لجنة المناقشة والحكم على رسالة الماجستير المقدمة من طالبة اماني عبدالملك محمد المسجلة بكلية اللغات قسم اللغة الإنجليزية ومشكلة بجدار مركز الدراسات العليا والبحث العلمي في محضر اجتماعه 440 بتاريخ 24/11/2024 بتشكيل لجنة المناقشة والحكم من الأساتذة دكتور بشرى ناصر أحمد المصطفى الممتحن الخارجي جامعة الحجة الرئيسة، دكتور محمد أحمد حسن شرف الدين المشرف الرئيسي جامعة صنعاء عضوان، الدكتور عبدالودود أحمد عبد المزيلي الممتحن الداخلي جامعة صنعاء عضوان. رسالتها المرسومة في تعديلات الترجمة الفورية دراسة الحالة لبعض مقاطع الفيديوهات وجلسات الترجمة الفورية المختلفة. قامت الطالبة بعرض موضوع رسالتها على لجنة المناقشة والحكم وتمت مناقشة الطالبة وبناء على ما تقدم فإن اللجنة توصي بالآتي: تمنح الطالبة اماني عبدالملك محمد درجة الماجستير في اللغة الإنجليزية تخصص ترجمة مع مرتبة الشرف بتقدير ممتاز ونسبة 95%. للطالبة وأشكر لكم.